Imagine a world where the air you breathe, the water you drink, and the food you consume are all tainted. Picture that for a moment. It's not a pleasant thought, is it? Yet our planet, our home, is currently wrestling with these exact issues. Air pollution is rampant. Cities are choked with smog, making the simple act of breathing a health hazard. With every breath we take, we're inhaling a cocktail of pollutants that can cause everything from minor respiratory problems to life-threatening diseases. It's the silent, invisible killer that's always lurking around us. Water, the life-giving elixir, is not spared either. With industrialization and irresponsible waste disposal, our rivers, lakes, and even oceans are teeming with harmful chemicals and microplastics. It's not just about the fish and marine life anymore. It's about us, humans, who rely on these water bodies for our everyday needs. And let's not forget about the soil, the very ground beneath our feet. Soil degradation, fueled by unsustainable farming practices and deforestation, is threatening our ability to grow food. The fertile land that once fed civilizations is eroding away, leaving behind a barren landscape. The effects of these environmental issues are amplified by the steady increase in global warming. Our planet is heating up, and the consequences are dire. We are seeing more intense heat waves, more frequent and devastating natural disasters, and a rapid loss of biodiversity. And all these factors in turn are putting our health and survival on the line. You see, the deteriorating state of our planet is not just an environmental problem, it's a health problem. The polluted air we breathe, the contaminated water we drink, and the degraded soil we rely on for food are all contributing to a rise in diseases, malnutrition, and ultimately, a decrease in our quality of life. The reality is this is not some dystopian future, but the world we live in today. It's a world where our environment's health is deeply intertwined with our own, and unless we take urgent action, this could very well be the world we leave for future generations. As our planet suffers, so do we. Our health is directly tied to the health of our environment. As the state of our planet deteriorates, we are witnessing a significant increase in health problems worldwide. One of the most immediate impacts of environmental degradation can be seen in the rise of respiratory diseases. Air pollution, resulting from industrial emissions, vehicle exhaust, and the burning of fossil fuels, fills our lungs with harmful particles, leading to conditions like asthma, bronchitis, and other chronic obstructive pulmonary diseases. But the impact doesn't stop at our lungs. Exposure to environmental pollutants has also been linked to an alarming rise in cancer rates. Chemicals seeping into our soil and water, harmful rays penetrating our depleted ozone layer, these invisible enemies can trigger the mutation of cells, leading to various forms of cancer. Our food and water sources are not spared either. Contamination of these essentials of life can lead to malnutrition and foodborne diseases. Pesticides and other harmful substances used in agriculture can find their way into our meals, wreaking havoc on our digestive systems. Similarly, polluted water bodies can become breeding grounds for disease-causing organisms. Cholera, typhoid, and other waterborne diseases can spread rapidly in such conditions, affecting millions of people, especially in areas with poor sanitation and limited access to clean water. The link between our environment and our health is clear and undeniable. As our world becomes more polluted, our bodies bear the brunt of it. It's a ripple effect, starting from the air we breathe, to the food we eat, and the water we drink. Environmental degradation is not just an ecological crisis, it's a public health crisis. And just as we would fight to cure a disease ravaging our bodies, we must fight to heal our ailing planet. Our health and the health of our planet are inextricably linked, and it's time we acknowledged it. Ignoring the problem won't make it go away. It's a statement as true as the sun rising in the east, and the hard truth is, inaction on the matter of our deteriorating planet and its impact on our health is a direct ticket to a future we don't want to imagine. Just picture this: a world where the basic necessities of life, clean air, pure water, and wholesome food, are no longer readily available but are luxuries. Where every breath of air is laced with pollutants, every drop of water tainted with chemicals, and every bite of food carries a risk. Sounds dystopian, right? But it's a reality we're inching towards with every day of inaction. Such a world wouldn't just be uncomfortable, it would be lethal. As the quality of our environment declines, so too does our health. Air pollution could lead to a surge in respiratory diseases, from asthma to lung cancer. Contaminated water might result in a host of gastrointestinal illnesses, not to mention the risk of toxic chemicals entering our bodies. And don't get me started on the dangers of pesticide-laced food. Our immune systems, the body's first line of defense, could be compromised. making us more susceptible to every bug and virus that comes our way. And, as if that's not enough, imagine the psychological stress of living in such a world. The increased anxiety and depression could be as damaging as any physical ailment. The rise in healthcare costs would be astronomical. But it's not just about the money, it's about the quality of life, the joy of living. It's about our children and grandchildren inheriting a world that's safe, healthy, and sustainable. So if we continue to bury our heads in the sand, ignoring the clear and present danger, we're not just jeopardizing our own health, but the health of future generations. If we continue down this path, the future of our planet and our species looks bleak. It's time to wake up, shake off the complacency, and take action. The future is in our hands. Let's not drop the ball. But there is hope. Change is possible, and it starts with us. Imagine a world where the air is clean, the water is pure, and nature thrives in all its splendor. This isn't a utopian fantasy, it's a real possibility, and it begins with us. Each one of us has the power to make a difference, and it's easier than you might think. Firstly, we can start by adopting a more sustainable lifestyle. This can be as simple as choosing to walk or cycle instead of taking the car, or as profound as changing our consumption habits. By choosing to purchase products that are ethically sourced and environmentally friendly, we send a strong message to companies about the kind of world we want to live in. Reducing waste is another crucial step. The less we throw away, the less strain we put on our landfills and our oceans. We can start by reducing, reusing, and yes, recycling. But it doesn't stop there. Composting organic waste, opting for reusable items, and saying no to single-use plastics are all ways to cut down on waste. Supporting renewable energy is another piece of the puzzle. Solar, wind, and hydropower are not only cleaner than fossil fuels, they're also more sustainable. By switching to green energy providers, investing in solar panels, or simply advocating for more renewable energy in our communities, we can help transition the world towards a greener future. Lastly, we can't underestimate the power of our voices. Advocating for better environmental policies, whether it's at the local, national, or global level, can make a real difference. We can use our votes, our voices, and our wallets to demand change and hold those in power accountable. Each action, no matter how small, contributes to a larger movement. A movement that is not just about preserving the environment, but about ensuring a healthy future for ourselves and generations yet to come. We have the power to reverse the damage and secure a healthy future for our planet and ourselves. The time for change is now. We have the power to rewrite our planet's future, to turn the tide on the issues we face. It begins with understanding, with knowledge, and with action. There are countless resources available right at your fingertips, websites, books, documentaries, all brimming with information on how we can live greener, more sustainable lives. But it doesn't stop there. Get involved in your community. Participate in local cleanups, support businesses that prioritize sustainability, or even start your own green initiative. Every small step counts. But perhaps the most important action you can take is to spread the word. Encourage your friends, your family, your colleagues to join you in this mission. The more people are aware of the issues and the solutions, the more powerful our collective impact will be. Together we can ensure a healthy future for our planet and ourselves. Are you in?